Hello,
God.
hello.
Wow, awesome,
Hello.
man. We got Alexi, we got Olga, Ivan. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
sorry. I'm late like 3 minutes or so. Oh, man. My camera. Okay, it's working. Great.
You will have to stay for 3 minutes more.
Oh, you really? You want to? You have a conversation or something like that going on?
For sure, I want.
Oh, yeah, you guys. Alrighty. So, if you want to continue your conversation, go on. Continue your conversation, and then we will start the wrestling.
Oh, please start.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the permission.
У тебя хорошее настроение, это хорошо.
All right, no Russian, English, Alexei. Alrighty, guys.
Yes, I know.
That's good. So, man, let's start with a lesson because I'm 3 minutes late. Hi to everybody. Hi to everyone who's here in the room. Narinka, Luza, Ivan. I don't know, Bartia, what very difficult names. Hi to Cyrus. Hi to Olga, Tatiana, everyone who's here in the room, and I cannot see all the names. Natasha, Ruslan, Mao, Mike, Alexi, Iman. Nice. So welcome, guys. Today, we're going to talk about basically, if you don't mind, just put your microphones on mute, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. So that I want to be the only one who's speaking, so put your microphones to mute, okay? Just mute your microphones. Thank you. Alrighty. So today we're going to talk about, traveling through air, through an airport in the United States, especially in America. I mean, it's valid for everywhere. It's not just about America. It's about everywhere you want to go. So when you go to an airport, and almost every international airport that you go to, you have to speak English. Or there are people who can speak English, and that's the only language that they speak and understand, unless they are offering some other types of languages. So you gotta know some English terms, phrases. You gotta know some words in English so that when you're going to an airport, you know how to take care of yourself. Let's say next year I'm going to have another contest, and I'm going to bring another person to the US. And I was like, now you're traveling from Russia to the US and you're in this American airport, let's say JFK Airport in New York, which is very big and can be sometimes scary. And you need to take care of yourself. So how are you going to do that? So yeah, how are you going to do that, and what are you going to say, and what are the things that you need to take care of? So there's always things you do before you travel. So there's always things that you want to check, okay? Like, I want to take my socks. I want to make sure that I take my teeth, that I don't forget my teeth. I just want to put them back in, like, for babushkis. Or, I'm just joking. Or, you want to say, okay, I want to have another pair of t-shirt. I want to have extra jeans. I want to have shorts because I'm going to the beach and I want to be able to swim, right? So there's always a checklist, and it's called a pre-travel. Pre means before, right? Pre is a prefix here, and it means before. So pre-travel, before travel. So there are things that you always want to check before you travel like this by a plane. So, and this is your checklist, for example, and it's actually a nice one that I have created for you. So you definitely want to check that Osama bin Laden was killed. Okay, you don't want another airplane crash on the sky. Unemployment rate is at 8.5%. Check. That's called a checklist, right? You put a check mark next to every item that is checked, right? You ended Iraq war, it's done, checked, whether or not, a lot of things. For one tax hike in not one tax hike in 3 years, brought out the racism in the GOP, GDP or GOP. Okay. So I don't know, is it done? Maybe. Rejected keystone for all the correct reasons. Past the stimulus worked. So this is your checklist. I'm just joking. Just, replace all these little items one by one by things that you have in your mind when you're traveling. For example, did you take enough underwear? Do you have enough number of socks? Did you get your whatever you wanted to get? Did you get some snacks? Did you get your travel documents? Did you get your passport? That's the most important thing. Did you get an American visa? Do you have a green card? All these things you need to check before you can travel. And okay, so now the pre-travel basically checklist that I talked about. So what are some of the items? One of the most important items before you travel is travel insurance. Insurance. So what is insurance? Chat section. I want all of you to tell me in very simple words, 2 to 3 words, maybe one simple sentence. What is insurance? What is it supposed to do? You all have heard, I'm sure, about health insurance. You have a card, I have a card. When I'm going somewhere, I show it to the doctor. What is insurance? Seems like my voice is coming with a delay, so I'm waiting for you. They can pay if something happens to you. Some sort of a guarantee that you get benefits if you get in trouble. Sure, financial protection. Good. Mariam, you're here too. Yeah, it's protection. Exactly. So travel insurance, it means that, we insure and we make sure that if something happens, okay, if you're paying something to us, if you're paying some monthly fee, you pay like, let's say $10 a month, $10. They say, okay, that we make sure that if something happens to you or, to your baggage, that we take care of that. That's travel insurance, okay? You need travel insurance because, if something happens to your baggage, what if you lose your, all your luggage? Like over here, you see? So they're basically 2 different items. So one item is like that's related to that ambulance, is like related to health. And the other item is related to, lost luggage or stolen valuable. Valuable is an item that is expensive, right? Stolen valuables or lost luggage, or you missed your flight. Somehow something went wrong, your cat died, God forbid, or something happened to your dog, or something emergency came up and all of a sudden you could not make your flight. Then travel insurance will pay that. Will reimburse you. Reimburse you. Don't worry about that word. It means that they will give the money back to you. For example, if you didn't make it to the flight and you couldn't fly. So, he's talking about travel insurance. Yes, I'm talking about travel insurance. So, now I want you guys to participate a little bit, to come up and say, if you have any experience with travel insurance. For example, once I paid for travel insurance on my tickets, and then I lost my baggage, but my travel insurance did not pay for that baggage, for example. They lied to me. That's like one experience. If you have any experience with travel insurance, you want to say, all these suckers are just liars. They're just getting your money. If you have any experience like that, just come up and share it with us. Mike, can you just please unmute people so that they can talk if they would like to? If they have any experience at all. If not, I will go to the next item that I wanted to talk about. Okay.
Can I?
Oh, yeah, sure. You have an experience with that.
But not with me, with my friend, very close one.
Okay.
So, yeah, once she decided to visit one country, maybe Egypt, I don't remember. She decided to visit Egypt. And when they arrived to the airport in Egypt, she couldn't find her luggage. She spent for about five
Please,
hours
a
looking.
little slow, okay?
Okay, Alexei. I will send you
Okay,
translation
cool.
later.
Okay, thank you.
So she couldn't find her luggage for 5 hours, maybe. Then she went to the police office. I'm not sure how to call it. And
Police,
they,
police station.
police station. Okay, thank you. And she went there with her boyfriend, and they were, kind of rude with them. They said it's your fault that you lost. We are not going to pay you anything. So it was exactly as you said.
So they didn't have, okay, maybe they didn't talk about the travel insurance. Were they insured? Are you sure that they
I'm
had the
sure.
travel insurance and then they asked for it and they didn't get anything?
I'm sure. But the problem is that they couldn't speak English.
Oh, that stinks.
Yes,
That's
they tried to explain, unless they found one woman from another country. She was so kind and polite and helped him. So that was the only way to solve the problem.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that experience, Olga. That was really not so pleasant and
Oh,
nice.
yes.
Did she find it at last or no? It was lost forever.
That was lost forever, actually.
Good.
Can you imagine just they
What if
just arrived in Egypt. They had to spend 1 week without any clothes.
that's even better? They could become nudists on the
Oh,
beach,
yeah.
without clothes. Take all that off. You don't need any clothes.
Oh, yes, freedom.
Yes, indeed. Freedom. Anybody else? Do you guys have anything you want to share about a bad travel experience like that? Like you paid for something and they told you, hey, if you pay this much money, if something happens to your bag, we're going to pay you everything. We're going to pay for your hotel. We're going to pay for your, return flight. We're going to pay for your baggage or whatever.
Insurance, it's a big money or not?
What is that?
It's a big money pay of the insurance or not? I am paying.
Oh, it's not big money. It's sometimes, 50.
What you pay for your insurance?
So I don't know. I've never looked at it, but it could be. It's less than $100 for one trip.
100 bucks, yeah?
Yeah, less than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Anybody
your
else?
country. It's not a big money.
Well, I don't know. It's everywhere, I guess. For international flights, it doesn't matter. It's the same price for everybody. Right? Well, yeah, I mean, it could be expensive. I get your point. It could be very expensive. And, if something happens and if they don't pay you, it's damn fucked up. It's not good at all. Okay. Now, let's continue. Let's move on. Now, mute your microphones again. Mute your microphones. Thank you. Hello from, what is that? Bordeaux. Bordeaux? Is that Bordeaux, France? Français? Hello, brother. So now let's talk about, the other pre-travel items that you want to make sure of. Okay, you remember I talked about pre-travel checklist. One of the items on the checklist is travel insurance. Do you have travel insurance with you? The other item that you want to make sure that you have it with you is printed copy of your tickets. Printed copy of your tickets, just put it between copy and tickets. I just couldn't put all the words here because it would look ugly. So printed copy. What is printed copy? So, basically it's very common. You say printed copy versus the electronic copy. Like an ebook versus a book, like a paper book. So you always want to have a printed copy of your tickets, although I have to mention that nowadays in the US, there are some applications on the phone that you can install on your phone, especially if you have a smartphone. And what you can do is that when you're going to the airport, you don't have to have paper tickets anymore, because they want to save the trees, they want to save the jungle, they want to save forest. So what you do is that you show them this, like your ticket, and you show them a barcode on your phone, and then there's a barcode reader that reads, the barcode, and then they identify you, and then you can go there. So you don't necessarily need that. But in some countries, they still don't have that. So if you're, for example, flying to the US, you will need printed copy of your tickets. It means print them, have a paper copy, right? And that's it. So another pre-travel item that you want to always have with yourself is a travel itinerary. So this word, itinerary, if you don't know how to pronounce it, it's a little bit probably difficult. It could be sometimes difficult for me too. It's a very good tongue twister. Itinerary. It's good for Olga's lessons, I guess, for tongue twisters. So, a travel itinerary is something. This is not a travel itinerary. This is like a wedding one. You see right there? Oh man, let's make it smaller. So for example, it's a record, it's a schedule. It's a schedule, it's your plan, it's things you want to do over time, with a specific time. Okay, it says, for example, at 2 p.m. today, we're gonna have the church service. For example, you see the first line, and then so on and so forth, and all the other items. So it's the schedule of your travel. It shows, I want to do this, and this. I want to go to New York at 2 p.m. I arrive in New York, and then I go to the hotel, and I check into the hotel, and then after the hotel, I go to the Statue of Liberty, and then I go to Niagara Falls the next day, and so on. So you want to have this with yourself as well, because when you enter the United States, for example, when you enter America, the customs officer, the police officer, the guy there will ask you about your travel plans. So it's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And where are you staying at? What is your hotel? Okay. What's the name of your hotel? Also, so one of the important things you always want to check, send a photo to the chat. Can I send the photo to the chat? Let's try. Yes, I can. Okay, now another pre-travel item that you want to check is like the air travel restrictions. Air travel restriction. So what is a restriction? Restriction is something that limits you. It's something that is prohibited. It's something that you're not allowed to have, okay? You're not allowed to have it when you're in the airplane. And the items, for sure, I have included a picture of the items. Anything that is sharp. Like, you see the scissors right there, or for example, are those pliers? Yeah, you have the pliers, you see these are the pliers. Or, you have the handgun, anything that is sharp, even like a cigarette lighter. I don't know if they allow, I think they allow cigarette lighters. I don't know, I have to check. You see the handgun, you see all the other sharp items and things like that, like scissors and knife. Things like that. These are things that you cannot bring with yourself to the airplane. Gun is a no-no. You cannot even take it with your other baggage to the cargo section. And also, there are some other restricted items, probably like these items could be restricted in a female-only airplane. Like, don't bring them with yourself. You're not allowed to bring these plastic socks. And once you're done with checking all the air travel, you go to the baggage policy. And what is baggage policy? So let's talk about baggage policy. Let's get rid of this obnoxious picture. So baggage policy. Policy is a set of rules. The word policy, second word. The policy is basically a set of rules, right? They say they have a set of rules. They say we only accept 2 bags. Some airlines say we only accept 2 bags, or we only accept 1 bag, or you can bring as many bags as you want, or you have to pay, or this and that. And everybody has their own policy. everybody out there. But there are some general policies, for example. So baggage policy is one of the most important ones, right? Because, this is all the items that you want to bring for me when you come to America. And I want you to bring as many items as you can. If you're coming from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, or everywhere, I want you to bring your frozen borscht from your fridge. I want you to bring me vareniki. I want you to bring me plov. I want you to bring me vodka, a lot of vodka. So we have to check the baggage policy before you fly.
No, it's not Russian, Belarusian, and Ukrainian. You mistake.
Okay, we allow
It's Caucasian kitchen.
Okay. So you bring in this is your baggage policy, right? This is like a baggage policy, for example, for an airline. So that you have two different types of luggage that you can have, for example, right? You can have your checked-in baggage, or you can have a hand baggage, right? So your hand baggage basically is something that you take with yourself inside the cabin of a plane. The cabin, once you go where the seats are and you take a seat, that's where it's called a cabin, right? So this black one right here, it looks like a duffel bag. You take it with yourself to the cabin, and it's called a hand baggage or a carry-on. Let me see if I have it written somewhere here for you. Yes, this is or also called a carry-on. Carry-on is the one that we use all the time. So it's very common to say that. And then the other one that you have, for example, it's the big suitcase that is really heavy, and it usually goes to the cargo section. Cargo, C-A-R-G-O. It means the load section, where they put everything that is not a passenger. It's just suitcases and all. And it's called your checked baggage, or checked in baggage, right? So, for example, some airlines, I know Turkish Airlines, for example, says that you can bring 2 checked-in baggage with yourself, 25 kilograms each, I guess, or it's 50 pounds, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. It's 50 pounds. It's a little bit less than 25 kilograms. And then they say you can also have 1 carry-on item, and this is the size of the carry-on item that you can take with yourself to the airplane. So, but who is a check-in staff? Now you prepared everything. You prepared your, pre-travel itinerary, checklist. You have your checklist, and you prepared everything, and now you're ready to go for your flight, and you go directly to the airport, and the first person that you talk to in an airport is a check-in staff. It's a person that is usually very lazy, and they're always lying down there on the floor somewhere, and they're sleeping, and they're taking a nap. So what you have to do is you got to go there, and you got to shake them. Hey, wake up, you have to check in my bags, or things like that. No, I'm just kidding. That's not a check-in staff. Well, a check-in staff actually is this pretty young lady, for example. Actually, she's not that young, but she's pretty. That is just standing right behind the counter right over there, and then she's ready to check in your stuff. So you go there, you talk to her. Hi, how's it going? I'm good. How about yourself? Do you have anything to check in with yourself? Oh yeah, I got myself. Do you want to check me in, or do you want to check me out? Check me out. I got guns. So she's the one that takes all your baggage, and she is the one that will check your visa, that will check your passport, and she will issue a paper ticket for you if you don't have one already. Let me actually see. Yeah. So the process of talking to this lady and giving her your baggage and getting your tickets is called to check in. I am checking in at Moscow Airport at 2 p.m. tomorrow. No, I'm not in Russia right now. I'm just kidding. But check in basically means to record your arrival somewhere, to tell them, hey, I'm here. I arrived. Look at me. I am showing up for my flight, and these are my bags. So now that you know about this, now you know about the check-in staff and you know how cute and pretty they are, let's watch a YouTube video together that is a conversation, okay? That is a conversation between a passenger and a check-in staff in an airport. And then during the video, I will stop and I will start talking about words that he says because there are some words that are worth learning. All right, let's go.
Good afternoon. Where are you flying today?
I'm flying to Stockholm.
May I see your passport, please?
Yes.
So pretty obvious so far. Good afternoon. Where are you flying today? I'm flying to Stockholm. Actually, you know what? You can click on the CC button down there and it will turn on some automatic subtitles for you, but it's not very accurate. Anyhow, very, very simple so far.
Here you are. Do you need to see my boarding pass?
Okay, so I forgot to mute my microphone when I was playing. I think you guys heard a feedback or something like that, but an echo. But let me tell you. So he said, do you want to see my boarding pass? Or yes, exactly, guys, boarding pass. So let's get to it now that you guys picked on the word very quickly. So who knows what is a boarding pass? A ticket. Yeah, it's got exactly. It's a ticket. It's a written. It's a written piece of. It's a written passage on a piece of paper that is given to you, and it's basically allows you to enter the airplane, right? For example, these are boarding passes, right? I'm sure you've had them many times when you have been traveled. This is your air ticket, and then there's the date of the flight, the time of the flight, the name of the passenger, the flight number, and all sorts of information. You know, gate number, flight time, seat. Also, seat number is very important too because you know that's what you want them. They want to know exactly what seat you're assigned to. So he said, "Do you want to see my boarding, or can I get my boarding pass, or something like that?" Let's watch that again. Let me mute my.
Good afternoon. Where are you flying today?
I'm flying to Stockholm.
May I see your passport, please?
Yes. Here you are. Do you need to see my boarding pass?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, your flight has been delayed. It's now.
So he said, "Unfortunately, your flight has been delayed." Okay. So what's the meaning of that? Anybody? Delayed. Yes, it means you have to wait for that. Postpone. Yes, Yvonne. Nice. Postpone. It's postpone. Let me write it for you in the chat section. Postpone. Oh man, Mike. So exactly, the flight has been delayed. I mean, it's gonna be late. It's not on time. Let's watch.
It's now scheduled to depart at 6 p.m.
Very simple. It's now scheduled to depart. Depart means to leave.
Well, that's not too bad.
I'm sorry for any inconvenience.
Oh, that was nice of him to say. So he said, I'm sorry for any inconvenience. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. Inconvenience basically means a trouble, a difficulty, something that is not pleasant. Okay, because your flight has been delayed. You have to wait more in the airport and you're tired and you just want to get to your seat. You just want to go back home faster. Uncomfortable. Yes.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Are you checking any bags today?
Yes, I have one bag to check and one bag to carry on.
Have you left your bags unattended at any time?
So what did he say there? Chat section. I want to see if you guys understood what he said. Yes, Olga, discomfort, trouble. Exactly. So what did he say? Just right now. Oh. Let me replay.
No. Unattended at any time. Have you left your bags unattended at any time?
Gosh, Mike, you got it, brother. That's awesome. And also Dan here got it too. Exactly. What he said, it was like, have you left your bags unattended at any time? Exactly, Olga. So unattended basically means not taken care of. Okay? And you don't want to do that at all. You don't want to leave your bags unattended. You know, you just don't want to leave your bags by themselves somewhere because you wanted to go to the bathroom and pee. You don't want to do that, okay? Exactly. No, without attention. Exactly. Have you left without attention? I don't know, Dan. Without attention? Have you left? No. It doesn't mean exactly that, but it could be clothes. And poo. Yes, that too. So now let's watch the rest.
No. I
No.
always have my bags with me. Okay. That's good.
Right now you have a middle seat. Would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat?
Oh man. Aisle seat. What is that? What is that word? Aisle. Exactly. The question was, would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat? So a window seat is very obvious. It's close to the window. How about an aisle seat? What is an aisle seat? Is it like a baby seat? It's like, do you want me to put you on a baby seat? Exactly. It's like, it's good guys. Good guesses. Exactly. So an aisle is a passage between two different rows of seats close to the corridor. You guys are just making nice guesses right now. Your guys are getting closer and closer. So exactly, it is a passage between two rows of seats. Let me show you a picture actually. Do I have that picture with me here? Look at that. Who wants the middle seat? I want the middle seat. Who wants the window seat? Girls, who wants to fill in the window seat for me? You don't? Okay. Who wants? Mariam, you want to fill in the window seat? Maybe. Okay. It's scary. Come on, Rico Talent. How about, so you see the other lady, you see the blonde lady and the brunette, right? So the blonde lady is sitting in the aisle seat. It's close to that passage that I was talking about. It's a passage between two different rows of seats, right? So that blonde lady is sitting on the aisle seat, and then the other one, the Asian-looking brunette or ginger lady, is actually sitting in the window seat. And they are pretty well shaved, actually. Good job, ladies. You're probably using some Gillette or whatever pink razor that is very famous out there. So, but why did he ask? Wait a second. We didn't watch that part of the video yet. Let's watch the video again. Are there any questions yet about the aisle seat? I will take the middle seat, guys. Don't worry. I'll fill that part. Everybody wants to sit next to the window. I'll take the middle seat with all my pressure. Don't worry about that.
Good afternoon.
Good
Where
afternoon.
are you flying?
Oh, it
Where are you
starts
flying?
from the beginning. It's
Where are you
okay.
flying today?
No.
No,
I've
I've always had my back. Right now you have a middle seat. Would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat? An aisle seat, please.
So why did he say an aisle seat, you guys think? I'm sorry, I know you heard the echo, but he basically said an aisle seat, please. But why did he ask for that? You guys want to come up? You guys want to turn on your microphones and start talking about it? It's okay. Come on, have some conversation with me. I'm bored. Come on up. Turn on your microphones. I'm waiting for your sweet voice.
Cyrus,
Hmm.
I send my question to the chat, but it is true that American in many countries do not need a visa traveling, or not true?
Let's answer my question first. But I will tell you about that. No, they don't need visa to travel to many countries.
Can you repeat, please?
Okay, here's the question. Let me tell you what the question was. The question was, I've heard that Americans don't need visa to travel to so many countries. Is that true? Right, Alexei?
So you traveling in Ukraine and Russia, it's
No, no,
you
no.
must be you don't must have visa, yeah?
No, it's not like that. We can travel to Ukraine without a visa, but we cannot travel to Russia without a visa. We need a visa for Russia. Also Brazil. We cannot travel to Brazil without a visa. We need a visa for Brazil too. And there are many other countries too. It's not just Russia and Brazil. There's so many other countries too.
Russia need a visa and Ukraine not need.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, now answer my question.
Lucky nation.
Why did he ask for the aisle seat? That was my question.
And I ask you to repeat this part of the video. Please.
Please.
Okay. Now you have a middle seat. Would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat?
An aisle seat, please.
That's all, Olga.
Well, he basically said an aisle seat, please.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
why
all.
use your imagination. Come on, girl,
No,
use your imagination. Why aisle seat?
I heard that, but I thought you asked about something else that I didn't hear.
No. I actually asked why is he? Why is he?
He knew that him surrounding a hot acquaintance or something.
Yes, but I showed you a picture of the middle seat. You can have two ladies around you if you sit on the middle seat. That's not much nicer. Somebody says, I prefer the window seat. Well, sir, I prefer the window seat too, but why is he preferring the aisle seat?
Maybe it's scary for him.
That's
Maybe he don't like to sit next to the window.
Yes. Also, so there's a reason for that, and let me tell you why. So the reason might be very silly, but if because he's an old man and he wants to go and pee, he wants to just go faster and get himself to the WC much faster than the other guys. Because for example, if he's in the middle seat, it's gonna be a problem for this poor guy. He's not gonna be able to, like this lady, do some jumps like all over the guys who is sleeping and then go to the bathroom. So that was like my imagination. Oh, I want the aisle seat because I go to the restroom a lot. Okay, now let's watch the rest of the.
Where are you flying today? And your baggage. Okay, here's your new boarding pass and your baggage claim.
Thanks.
Go through security, and your flight to Stockholm will depart from gate B25. The flight boards at 5:30.
Gate B25. Okay, thank you.
Turn
I
off
can
your
hear you.
microphone.
Cyrus, please unmute yourself.
I can hear you,
Oh yeah,
Cyrus.
I didn't mute myself. Okay, now you guys mute yourself. Thank you. So he said the last word that was probably it's not familiar to you is the word gate, right? So, and basically what he was talking about was like, okay, gate B25, and that's where the flight is departing that time. So, the gate is a place where passengers usually wait, okay? It's a waiting area. There are many seats. You go there and you wait. You probably want to have a conversation with someone. You make friends there. Like when I was in Beirut, Lebanon, I made friends with a lady from Moldova. She was blonde, like the Barbie doll. And so that's called the gate area, right? So there are seats in that area, and you can sit and you can sit, and then you can relax, and then you can prepare yourself for when the flight is departing. So, but also there is one thing that is very important when you're going to the airport and you're trying to check what gate to go to, because sometimes they don't tell you what gate to go, or they forget. There are some monitors, right? That are just mounted on the walls and you can just look at them, and based on your flight number you can tell which gates to go to. So we have arrival gates and we have departure gates, right? So it's very obvious from the picture. The arrival gates are the gates that are accepting the flights that are flying into that airport, and the departure gates are the gates that board the passengers into the planes that are flying out of the airport, right? So that's one thing. So now once you're done with your check-in and you have found your gate and everything else and you're all set, about arrival versus departure gates, now it's time to go to who? To the guys in blue shirts. To the scary guys of the TSA. We call them TSA in the United States. And TSA stands for Transportation Security Administration. Transportation, like NSA. NSA is like National Security Administration. Exactly. But it's different. I mean, maybe they operate under NSA. They may as well do. I don't know about that. But TSA is in charge of security at the airports. That's what they do. I'm not sure about train stations because I have never traveled by train in America. I have never. So because it's really bad here. It's really bad. So so you go and you meet the TSA guy, and he's like this Western cowboy movies. It's just like, come over here, boy. Come over here. I want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to you. What's your name? What country are you coming from? Russia? What? No, I'm just kidding. So you go there, and then you meet the friendly TSA guys, and then what they do is they usually check your passport or they check something abnormal about you. Probably they're checking your stuff down there to make sure that everything is okay. Like you forgot to go to the doctor for your annual health check this year, and then they will do it for you for free at the airport. You know, or they will just really make sure that everything is fine. You know, they just want to make sure that everything is okay. That this whole process is called to pat someone down. To pat someone down. Actually, pat, the word pat by itself means to gently, remember, to gently, very soft, touch someone with the flat of your hand. Like to touch them like this, because you want to make sure they don't have any items. They don't have any sharp things. They don't have metals. They don't have phone, anything with them. So you don't want to have, you know, a situation like this. I'm not sure. I've never been pat down like that, but I've had a couple of instances where a guy literally touched me down there and touched my butt cheeks like he was boom, boom like this. But that was fun. I mean, I don't, gosh, come on. So then, well, actually, let me show you. I may have. Oh yeah, they also do it to women too. It's like, how big are your boobs compared to my boobs? And once you're done with this process of patting down, you go through the X-ray body scanner, right? So this is an X-ray body scanner, and this guy, like, you know, and these guys in blue shirts. These two guys over here are the TSA, Transportation Security Administration, and this is the X-ray body scanner, right? And actually, they're funny things. For example, once a friend of mine, you know, made a gesture like that. These are like some of the pictures that come out of like an X-ray body scanner. Oh man, you can even see the hair, and it's just, that's pretty nice. This got boobs, man. It needs a bro. So anyhow, so they path you through the body scanner, and they take pictures of you like that, and then they post it on the internet so that English teachers like me can use the pictures for their lessons. Thank you very much, TSA. We love you so much. So, and then once you're done with that whole process, you board the airplane. To board. Serious. Is there any role for women to be checked by women and same about? Olga, that's a very good question. Let's have a discussion about, just remind me of that once we're done with the lesson. We'll have a free topic, free range discussion about that, okay? It's not a free topic. We'll have like a discussion about it. We'll ask opinions of people about that. We'll gather opinions and we'll come to a conclusion. Sure, great, awesome. So now it's time to board the airplane. Now this hairy cowboy with his big boobs and his big beer belly is about to board the airplane. And here we are. So there are two different types of ways that you can actually board the airplane. To board means to get into, to get into something, like to get into a vehicle or to get into something, right? So there are two ways that you can do that. You have either the air stairs. You see the stairs that are extended out of the airplane and they come on the ground. It's not the ground actually here, but these are called the air stairs, right? Or you can also have the air bridge. This is an air or a jet bridge. This is called a jet bridge. This is very common in the airports nowadays. You know, and stairs are kind of gay and people don't want to use them anymore. And it's not convenient, especially in Moscow, because it's pretty cold, I suppose, during winter time. So you don't want to do that in Russia, for example, or in Ukraine or in Belarus. So yeah, you want to use a jet bridge. It's called the, say what, Cyrus? Jet bridge. It's a bridge to heaven. So yeah, and you know, and once you're done with that, what you do is just you're going on and then you board the airplane and you shall now say hi to your flight crew. And once you get into the airplane, your flight crew will be there. Let me show it this way. Say hi to these ladies. They're very nice. And then, yeah, you board the airplane with success. And guess what? You get to see all these gorgeous, pretty ladies for the rest of your trip. And it will be pretty awesome. Believe me, that's quite a scene for the sore eyes. So, we're done. Congratulations. Another series, another episode of Cyrus English Lessons has come to an end. And I'm so hungry. And it was good being with you. And oh, by the way, if you're new, this is your first time and you have never said hi to me, or if you have any questions about the lesson today, or if you want to make friends with me, or if you want to know when I come to Russia and when I don't come, or when my new video on YouTube comes out, this in the chat section is the address to my page on VK. I also have a page on Facebook. I forgot the address to that. That's the address to my page on VK, and you can go there and you can see my YouTube videos, all of them, and you can watch them if you would like to. And you can learn. Plus, if you have questions, you can ask me. Now, it's time for discussion. Anybody has anything, any comment wants to make, just come on. Say hi to me. Oh, Miss Simi Bird is here too. What is the name for that slope usually in yellow which people used to get out of plane after crashes? Often I have seen that multiple times. Oh, you're talking about the floating. What are they called? It's called the floating. These are called the slides, definitely, but they're called the floating slides on an airplane or for planes. Let me see, what is the technical term? It's called evacuation slide, Zamira. So you know the process of evacuation. Evacuation means to take people outside of a place, right? To take them out. Just boom, get out, go, evacuate. So they're called evacuation slide. You got your answer, Zamira? Can I share my Instagram? Who's the guy who wants to share the Instagram? It's about Cyrus. How dare you say I want to share my Instagram? You can send private messages to people and invite them to your Instagram if you want to. Okay.
So, Cyrus, what's about my question?
Oh, yes, your question. What was your question about again? Pakistan, women and men rules. Okay, do you want to talk about that? Are there any rules in Russian?
I want to talk about that.
Okay,
It's
go
about
on.
America. No, I just want to ask you at first. Beautiful picture.
I don't know if they're... Or actually, let's show this one. That one is too graphic.
It's so appropriate picture.
This
So,
is
I just think how women can manage that with men and vice versa.
Oh, no. Women, they're at least there is this one rule that women cannot be pet down by men. If it is something that is involving their sexual organs, reproductive organs, they cannot be pet down by any man. And it should be a female Transportation Security Administration agent that comes and then pats them down. There's always male and females.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. It's not like, no, they won't allow that. Gosh, girls, they will scream the hell out in that airport.
Can you change it?
Yes.
For example, if can you change it? If, for example, if I want if I go check myself, not man.
Oh, you.
Can I change?
Oh, that's a good question. Hey, I want that lady to come and check me out. I don't want, man.
I came here only for that. No.
I wish that was the case, but unfortunately, that's not the case. You're gonna get pat down by big, rough hands of a man like this.
Cyrus, I have another question. If I, for any reason, do not like that woman who is going to check me, can I kind of reject and say I want another?
I
Oh
don't.
no.
What? I mean, you just meet the girl for like 30 seconds. That's all. Like, how do you determine whether you like her or you don't?
You forgot your own words that we need several seconds to have feeling to the person. So probably I look at her for 6 seconds and I understand I don't like that woman.
Why do you ask so tricky questions like that? I don't want for another woman. You can ask her like, I don't like this girl. Send another one, and they will tell you, oh yeah, go to that room. I want to check all of them.
Good answer. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So I hope you got your answer. When you come to the U.S., don't worry. There will be a woman. Don't worry. There will be a woman who will pat you down.
Okay.
I have a question about X-ray scanner. All of
Mhm.
Are all of airports in USA equipped by these X-ray scanners? Or
Yes. I'm not sure, but of course. Yeah, I mean, every single airport should have it.
uh,
Even government, I mean, government agencies don't have this. Well, here's the thing. It could be an X-ray scanner or it could be a metal detector, right? But
mm,
I'm sure all airports could have the X-ray scanner. This is like a requirement by law.
mm, because here in Russia, I remember only airport in St. Petersburg is equipped
Yes.
Pulkovo, but on
Yeah.
many of our airports in regions like as I remember Volgograd or I don't know Rostov-on-Don, we don't have such X-ray scanners, and we are usually checked by the hands of these people, checkers. And my opinion that X-ray scanner is much better for security than checking by the hands of people.
Yes, yes, it's much better because you can probably, shove something up your ass, you can just put something in your rectum, it's possible you can do that. And if they touch you like that, they will not be able to see that if that's the case. Or you can have something in your throat, like that is hanging with a thin piece of thread,
Mhm.
like you tie it to your teeth and then it's hanging from your throat down. And then once you're out of, when they pat you down, there's nothing here. You just take it out. You can do a lot of crazy things, man. But X-ray scanners are good, but they usually tell you before you fly. There's a terms of agreement or policies you sign. You say I'm okay with that, and it means X-ray scanner is going to show you naked, really.
Mhm.
So many people had objections about this, like, oh, that's not good. We shouldn't do things like that. I was like, okay, they're gonna see your fat like belly. I mean, I'm talking about myself. When I was going through the body scanner, I was like, I'm okay with that. They're just gonna see my fat belly. Like they should be the ones who object. Those like, oh gosh, don't bring this guy.
And also, you said that trains in America are something awful. Why?
Oh,
Why are they? Why are they?
so
Can
let me
you?
tell you, public transportation, except air transportation, like except planes and air travel. Everything else, bus and train, sucks in America. And the only reason for that is just because land transportation, like train and bus, is not usually very desirable for Americans because everybody has a car in this country. And if they want to have any sorts of like, land type travel, they prefer to do it with their own vehicle.
Okay.
Unless these are we still have it, but it's not as developed as or as nice as things you have in, for example, Russia or you have in Europe. It's not as nice as like Europe has amazing trains, amazing trains.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks. But air travel, developed, awesome, on time. Delays are rare, to be honest. I've traveled a lot within America. Delays are pretty rare. I mean, it has not happened to me so many times, maybe a handful number of times. Anybody else? Do you guys have any rules in Russia? Olga, you asked me that question. Do you guys from other countries, from France, do you pat down people? Do you ask them that, hey, I'm gonna touch your D? Are you okay with that? Or Miriam, from you in your country, do you do that? Do they do that? I mean, you're not gonna do that, but do they do that? Narinka, Armenia, how about you? Same shit everywhere. Okay. Well, that's not shit. That's kind of fun. I want to work for TSA actually for the women's section.
Not every woman is beautiful and nice. It
Some
doesn't
women,
matter.
It just change. Oh no no.
Oh,
Not
yes.
you.
So if I can't reject the person, they can reject and say, like, I don't want to check that girl.
Look at her.
Oh, yes.
exactly. Sorry. So we're done with the lesson. Thank you very much for attending today. If you want to go, you're free to go. But if you want to stay and you have a discussion with me, if you want to have a conversation, you want to talk about life, you want to talk about airports, you want to talk about your stories when you were a child and somebody started, touching you there and here and there in the airport, and you didn't like it, come up, say hi, and if you want to talk about it, just talk about it. It's not a suitable topic of discussion. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
If you want,
do you
if
like
you want to
traveling?
talk. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask this question. If you want to talk about your travel experiences and other stuff, that's a great topic for discussion. You can come. Yes, I like traveling a lot. I really like traveling a lot. Yes.
What
Why?
cities have you visited?
Oh, in the US?
Yeah.
If I want to name them, I have to go all the way to tomorrow, even more. So let me tell you what states I've been to. That's a better question to ask.
Okay.
States that I've been to. Okay, let's start from north. I've been to New York State. I've been to state of Pennsylvania. I've been to Maryland. I've been to state of Connecticut. I've been to state of Delaware. I've been to Virginia, Washington, D.C. D.C. is not a state.
Mhm.
I've been to, I think, a little bit of West Virginia. I'm not sure, but maybe a
How
little
is
bit of
that?
West.
Not sure.
I was traveling. Through
Okay.
this highway, and it was late at night, and I think I traveled through West Virginia, but I'm not sure. Where else? Oh, sure, North Carolina. Gosh, I was there for 7 years. North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington State, California. I forgot to mention California.
For how many years?
Oh, this all happened in like so many years, all my life. This is like spanned throughout my life. But days I have traveled, maybe I traveled across, like I traveled to New York State, starting from New York City, going all the way up to the Niagara Falls. It took me like a week because I stayed in New York for 3 weeks. Then I went to all these there are lakes in New York State, upstate New York, that are called like Finger Lakes, that they look like the shapes of a finger, and I think there are 5. So I went up there. A friend of mine had a house close to a lake that was called Seneca Lake, and then we went there, and there were beautiful wineries. So we went up there. I stayed there a couple of days, and then we went to the Niagara Falls to just see the American side of the Niagara Falls.
And were you traveling by car?
Yes, I was traveling by car because I wanted to go through all the roads and I want to see everything.
Okay, so basically when you arrive into the city, you prefer kind of sightseeing?
Yes, I prefer sight, but depends on the type of the city. If it's like Las Vegas, you don't go to Las Vegas for sight.
And I also have a question. Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I do hear you. Who's that?
Elvira, do you know me?
Oh, yes, yes.
Hey, hello. So,
Hi.
I have a question. Well, what about the food in the plane? In the planes, do you like it, or
No, I don't like it. In the U.S., they don't serve food in plane. All they have is snacks. Snacks and drink. That's all it
Really?
is. They serve food in Russia.
yeah,
Cyrus,
we
even
are we
if
offered.
you... Oh, sorry, Leah.
It's okay. Olga.
You can continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we offered food, and we have a choice. If you're vegetarian or if you're a Muslim, for example, you can make a choice. So not only snacks.
Oh,
A
that's
chicken or a fish.
Yeah, fish or chicken, something like that.
Usually that.
juice. Aeroflute. Good job.
So,
Yeah.
Cyrus, even if you're flying for many hours, anyway, you will get just snacks.
Yeah, meal is usually for international flights. Like a free meal is usually for it's not free. You paid for that in your ticket, but meal is usually included in an international flight. But domestic flights, meaning that flights inside the U.S. mainland, you don't have meal.
I remember my friends were flying just 2 hours, maybe less, and they anyway had meal.
Oh yeah, there's some countries have it, and it's a nice perk. I like that.
Yeah. hmm
We don't even have free internet on the flights.
No way.
Pay for that.
Americans are stingy, you see.
Oh yes, I see that.
Oh, that was a comment. Let's
Joking.
not talk about Germans, okay? We don't want to talk about the Germans.
Just kidding, okay.
But that was nice, Elvira. That was the first time you ever talked in my class.
Yeah, because I'm always late and there are no places to participate, and now I managed.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Well, that's nice. That's nice today to talk to you.
About it,
Igor?
about it, yeah, about internet, I heard that it's scheduled to be appeared in our planes in, I don't know, in 2017 or another year. But it's being under construction of our telecom companies like Beeline, Megaphone. I heard it,
Oh, nice. Good news.
but now it's not in our planes internet. We don't have it now.
Well, I'm sure some international flights, maybe you have them on some of the international flights, because I'm sure Aeroflot, the flights that come to the US, I'm sure they have Wi-Fi. I'm sure.
In my place, they have. Not place country.
I mean, it's not everywhere yet. That's what Igor was saying, that it's not everywhere yet, but they're planning to prepare the structure so they put it everywhere.
But also I heard that it going to be some kind of expensive here in Russia. As I don't know why expensive, and also I heard that it's more expensive than it's in Europe. For example, the reason is unknown. I don't know the reason why it is.
Okay. What exactly? I didn't understand. Sorry.
I said that it's going to be more expensive. I mean, internet.
Oh, really?
Yes, than in Europe, and I said that I don't know reason for that. Why it's
Okay. I didn't know about that. Well, should I travel to Russia now? I was like, oh, my whole plan depends on the internet. If I don't have internet, I'm screwed. Because I want to stay in touch with the US.
And also this new, which I said, is related only for Aeroflot Air Company, not others. I don't have knew that other air companies, air travelers will install internet in the flights. So I just advise you to use only Aeroflot lines.
I will do that. Actually, you know what? I was searching for a flight, for example, from Seattle to, let's say, a city like Kazan. And the price for that flight was $1,400, $1,400. Okay, that's like from Seattle to Kazan. Okay, now I looked at the price, so it's $850 from Seattle to Moscow, and it's $550 from Moscow to Kazan. I was like, what the hell? So I only looked up a ticket from Seattle to Moscow, and it was only $850. Good. And it's not going to change, and it was Aeroflot. And then I found Aeroflot domestic flight that is from Moscow to Kazan for only $60. It's like $550 if you want to buy it from America, and $60 if you want to buy it from Russia. I was like, this is robbery. So basically, I can, for example, if I want to, I can travel for like $900 to Kazan, which is pretty good. Like knowing the distance from like Seattle to Kazan, it's huge. For $900, that's a deal. Because I traveled to like, I traveled to Turkey, for example, for like $1,400. All right.
I don't know the price. Sorry. I don't know the price, but I know that Aeroflot offers a very slow but expensive Wi-Fi.
It's okay.
That's not okay. It's difficult to share pictures, communicate.
You can share your pictures once the flight has landed.
No, that's not so interesting. I was waiting for some photos from my friends, and I had to wait almost 30 minutes to get one picture.
Just we send one picture on your WhatsApp.
That was so slow.
Oh man.
It's like your packages is delivering.
Yes. You're right.
Mailing is so slow as well. Like, did you see that the cap that I got, that somebody got me from Sochi 2014 Olympic Games? Winter Olympics. You guys don't remember Sochi 2014?
Sure.
So that took 2 months, literally.
Oh, yes.
To arrive. It was like, what the hell?
Cyrus, I was waiting just for the letter from American friend for almost 3 months. I don't know what was wrong.
that's a lot of time.
It was the letter for New Year with New Year wishes. And I got this letter just in February.
Maybe it's because Russian Post?
Yes, I blame only them.
That's good. That's good. Okay, we're not blamed. Great. We're clean.
Hey, Cyrus.
Hey, Narinka, how's it going? Where have you been?
I wasn't here, sorry.
Oh, okay. You're not paying attention to my lessons. That's not fair.
I was, but for a while I was not here.
Okay. It's so good to hear you, by the way.
Okay, thanks. It's good to hear you too and to see you.
Yeah, sure.
And also, your lessons are very pleasant, very interesting.
You don't have to compliment me like that, but thank you.
No, because they are different from any other lesson.
Okay, then cook me borscht.
Borscht?
Yeah?
You mean Armenian or Ukrainian?
Armenian, Ukrainian, whatever.
Okay, Ukrainian, because Ukrainian is the best.
Okay, Ukrainian borscht then. Thank you. So it was. Did you have any questions or any things about the discussion we had today? Do they do the same things in Armenia? Do they pat down in the airport? I'm sure they do because I've been there.
I don't know. I have
You know,
never traveled by plane.
because Armenia is, you can travel everywhere by car, right?
No, I just went to Russia by bus.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, it was through Georgia.
Through Georgia, not through Nagorno-Karabakh.
Yeah. Through Azerbaijan, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I see. Yeah, not through Azerbaijan, of course, not at all. I would love to go that path one day. You know, it's just going through, maybe coming down through Ossetia, going to where's that place called Abkhazia, right? And then Georgia, and then that'd be nice. Just tell me what bus, and I'll go on. I'll hop on the bus.
Sorry?
I said, tell me what bus goes there up to, for example, Rostov. Where did the bus go? To Rostov-na-Don or to Voronezh?
It was going to Ukraine, but I got off the bus in Rostov-on-Don.
Nice. See, I told you.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have a race from Rostov-on-Don to Yerevan, also by plane. We can choose between bus or train if we want to go to the Yerevan, the capital of Armenia, from the.
And when is going your visit to be?
My visit?
Yeah, in Armenia.
That I don't know about that yet. I don't know about that yet. I'm not sure, but it's going to be soon.
Yeah, you should visit Georgia too, I guess.
Oh, yes, I should definitely visit Georgia.
Because it's a wonderful country in respect of its food.
Oh, yes, it's food, it's culture, it's everything. Georgia, I definitely got to go. See, there are so many countries that I have to go to. I have to go to Georgia. I have to go to Moldova. I have to go to Ukraine. I have to go to Belarus. I have to go to Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Russia. Of course, Russia is always there. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongolia. These are like all the countries, and I think all of them can understand and speak Russian, right?
Yeah, because they are post-Soviet Union countries.
Yes, yes. I'm not sure about Azerbaijan. Well, I will probably go to Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan. I love Azerbaijan. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to go. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to go. I plan because it's not been in the plan yet. Unless there is someone who invites us to Azerbaijan and says, hey, come to Baku. We're going to have fun.
You know, I watched a video about Azerbaijan, about Baku. There was a person who was asking people to show, to go to this or that place. And when they were ready to say where he should go, he said, I'm from Armenia. I came here from Armenia. And they were like, oh, go away.
Yes. Yeah. But it's okay. Problems have always been there. But anyhow, it's going to be soon. Fixed. Everything's going to be good. And you're going to be traveling to Rostov-on-Don through Azerbaijan. Whoop, just like that. Okay. Thanks for coming up and having a discussion.
Thank you, too.
Sure. Let's see anybody else over here. I really want you guys to come up and say hi. Someone new, someone we haven't talked to. Elena, we have three different type. I think we have 2 to 3 different Elenas here. Ekaterina. I don't want to make you guys shy, but if you just even want to say hi, just come on and say hi.
Cyrus, can I share pictures here?
Sure, you can share pictures all the time.
I will try.
You have the authority to do that.
Well, I just found a picture about prices.
Make it bigger.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nice. Okay, good.
Just found that it's about price for internet in our airport.
No, it's the same price as here in the US.
Really?
It's expensive compared to the Russian standards, I believe, but it's the same.
Yes.
Even in the US, it's expensive, man. Like
Wow.
$30 for 40 megabytes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the speed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's data plan. No, that's data.
Can you see 2 options below?
Okay, allow me to use internet service without interruption. I agree to pay the excess charge per kilobyte of data if my usage exceeds my data allowance. Disconnect my internet session when I have reached my data allowance. I may resume the internet session by paying the charge per kilobyte of data over my plan limit. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm paying for it. This is 40 megabytes, right?
Yeah.
And it's like $30. I'm paying and it's nice that the prices are in US dollars. I think this is on an international flight. So I am paying $50 a month right now for 300 gigabytes
Oh my gosh.
data.
Oh my god.
It's like when I go on a plane, it's like, what?
How can you use that?
$30? Unless this is something emergency, you know, if this is, I really want, and this is not even enough for a Skype call. 40 megabytes, you're not, Skype call was like 40 megabytes, done.
Yes. What can you do with that?
You kill yourself, I don't know.
Just go to Wiki and Facebook, say, I'm in a plane, and that's all.
I'm in a plane, I'm not, my flight was delayed, I cannot come to the class. You do it yourself.
We will have discussion about you.
Yes. What happened to Cyrus?
Oh yeah.
Maybe yelled him. Let's watch Bob's Burger on YouTube. Bob's Burger. Yeah, I found something. Let's watch it really quickly. This is nice.
That was like that already. Definitely clean that. Oh, step back.
This is the best dream I've ever had! Everybody pee on the floor! Who's with me?
Tina, you're kind of headed toward the only other car in the lot. You have plenty of time to turn, Tina, so just go ahead.
Brakes, Tina, on the left! You're about to hit that car! The brakes! Hit the brakes!
Oh my god, it's bad.
I ruined the car.
You did. You really...
Auditioning for field reporters, Andy and Ollie.
Back to you, Andy. Back to you, Ollie. Back to you, Andy. Back to you, Ollie.
If only you two were Siamese twins.
We can do that.
Oh, great. That'd be super helpful if you could figure that out. It looks like it's working.
You don't need some male model to teach you how to fight. That's what dads are for. Come on, I'll show you some stuff. Box with your old man, huh? There you go. Just gonna... There it is. Whoa, Tina.
Good fight. Good fight. That was fun to watch.
Sing me a song.
Okay.
She's gonna sing.
Who's that knocking on my door? Ooh, it's Mr. Dance Floor. Everyone is looking fancy. Things are about to get dancy.
Oh my god, I just almost started dancing.
Thank you.
I had a crazy dream that there wouldn't be a cow's ASS in my face when I'm eating my breakfast.
I know what that spells.
Ass.
Ass. Mom, ass.
Stop it.
He'd say, let's go cook some meth, and we would, and we'd forget all our troubles.
That sounds nice. Maybe we should cook meth.
I want to forget my troubles.
God bless this mess.
Kids, go inside.
I know you're hiding them! Tell me!
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm extremely ticklish.
Tina, give her a little taste.
Oh, really, guys?
Me and you can settle up later.
Where the hell did you get all that money from?
Shh, don't ask. Don't ask. It's our girl.
But-
Shh, 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 shh.
Louise.
Shut your mouth.
What the?
It's our girl.
But I...
Shh.
What the money?
Shut your mouth.
where
Shut
did
your mouth. I said shh. So you're, not going to get revenge today?
No, Louise, I'm not.
Okay, got it. Then I won't bring your credit card, which I cut into a ninja star.
Oh, you caught my credit card?
Into a ninja star.
I'm Josh.
Joshua. What's Tina doing?
Tina, stop kissing strange boys in the dairy fridge. We're going home.
I have to go. Here's a bunch of numbers. They may look random, but they're my phone number.
Cool. They look like they're in a good order.
I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
I can only blow it if you hold it. Nummy.
Oh my god. I'm gonna push you now, Ollie. I'm gonna push you away now.
I understand.
Time for the charm bomb to explode. Hi there, customer. Is someone hungry?
Shift's over, sweetheart. Let's talk Palestine.
How we doing today?
I'm a customer. Try the pad thai.
Revenge.
Show you the ropes. That corner of the bed is for eating, and this right here is the exercise area.
This is where I thrash.
Yeah, I'll stand. Thank you very much. What happens when you take two? Oh, help! Oh, wait a minute. Nothing happens. I'll take three.
Thanks, Wagner family. Have fun at church or whatever St. Bart's is.
Oh, it got my hand. Just kidding.